For Valentine's Day, learn how to make a heart ombre striped cake.
Hey friends! So welcome back. I made a Valentine cake and this is a collab video, so I'm so excited about it. It's with a bunch of different cake artists, and I'll put the links below to all their channels, and we each made a Valentine cake. So some of the people are Janie Sweets, Flour, Eggs, and Yeast, 5-2 Baker, Man Cake, and the Robin's Nest. So there's quite a few of us. So make sure you check out their channels too. So this is a pretty simple one that I made, and I want to show you how to do it. And so stay tuned and watch.
So first I mix up my Italian meringue buttercream with my raspberry puree that I made, and I'm going to fill a piping bag. Just put a little bit on the cake board. This is a 6-inch cake. This is a coconut cake I made that it's a really delicious recipe that I'll put down the link below. I'm going to make a really fat dam on this one because I want to put a lot of the yummy raspberry puree in the middle of each layer. So I want the dam to be extra thick. So I place the top on here of the second layer, and you squish down really well and firm, and all this is going to ooze out the sides, but that's okay. Just press it down, and then you just take an offset spatula and smooth it out. And it's kind of wobbly, but since it's a small cake, I don't have to put a support system in it. It'll be fine once it's set in the fridge. And I put in the fridge and I took it back out. It's about 30 minutes later, and I'm going to put a thick amount of the Italian meringue frosting over this to do the stripe effect. You have to have this part pretty thick. But there'll be a couple layers with this, so this is just the first layer, and then with the bench scraper I just scrape it off. And then I put it back in the refrigerator. And now I have 2 coats on here. I didn't show how to do the second coat, but there's 2 thick coats on. And you take a paper towel and an offset spatula and put on 1 more layer of frosting. So as you can see, to do these stripes, you need a lot of frosting. So when you scrape across, you wipe and scrape, and you get these nice stripes that you'll fill in later. And you want to freeze this or put in the fridge overnight because it has to be super firm to do the second layer. Here's some blue that I use. This is a teal blue Wilton color, and I'm going to put some in a little bit of the frosting because I want to make this an ombre effect. So I'm going to do 3 different colors of frosting, and there's each one put a little bit more of the blue, so they're all different blue colors: light, medium, and dark. Snip off the ends and bring them up because there's obviously air that you have to bring up. And this part, then I'm just gonna decide to use a lighter color at the bottom. You could either do light at the bottom or dark. I decided to use light. And then each 2 layers do a different color, or each 2 stripes, the top, the dark stripe, and then smooth it out with the other side of the spatula. Well, this is an edger. And now sprinkles. Messy sprinkles. And take a brush and just brush them off. Now I'm going to make the colors for the heart. And first I want a nice red, so I put quite a bit of the MasterChef gel in there. And then I just take a little bit of that out to have a lighter color pink here. And the third one, I'm going to use this pink color, that's Master Chef. So it's a little brighter pink. And with these colors, I'm going to fill in a bunch of different bags, and they're going to have cobblers on them so I can change out the tips. Because you want a lot of different tips. And this is just simply a cutout of a heart. It's just paper. And just take a skewer and just trace it so you have an outline where to pipe. And these are star tips, and I'll put the links down below to all these tips. Open star tips. And they're all the small tips. Just fill it in. And you can fill over on top of some of them so it's kind of 3D looking. And this is a leftover frosting I scraped off. I like to use up leftovers. I don't like throwing things away, so I thought that blue would be pretty on the top. So I'm just going to do like a spirally effect on the top with a star 1M tip. And you just go around and around with it. It's pretty simple, but it looks pretty. I'll just take some white sprinkles.
So I hope you enjoyed watching this. My background, as you can tell, is a hot mess, but I'm working on that for future videos. But I wanted to do this cake for you, so I didn't want to have to wait till that was done to film this. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy watching all the rest of the great cake bakers and decorators that did a Valentine cake too. Thanks for watching. See you next time.